Alrighty, so how to understand the Cancer woman. So I'm gonna do all the water signs first, right? That way I don't get confused as to what I'm doing, right? I'm gonna do the women first, and then I'm gonna talk about the guys after, right? For each zodiac sign. But since I started with Scorpio, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually do the water signs first. But how to understand the Cancer woman. First and foremost, I've been meeting a lot of Cancer women for the past, since last year, since 2021. I've been meeting a lot of Cancer crab women. Obviously that's a sign, but the Cancer crab woman is the type of woman that likes to keep herself clean, is smarter than what it is that she lets on. But the Cancer crab woman is she's very dangerous. Cancer crab is the most dangerous sign. Hold on a second. Yeah, Cancer crab is the most dangerous sign of all the 12 zodiacs in general. So whether you're dealing with the man or whether you're dealing with the woman, very dangerous. This is the type of woman that a lot of anyone who wants to date this person or hang out with this person is going to have to treat them with respect. Because if you don't, the Cancer crab may be in tune to get you back. And unlike Scorpio, which you may see it coming, with the Cancers, more than likely, you're not going to see it coming. If you've ever seen the show Power, Ghost, the original Ghost, Omari Hardwick is a Capricorn. Tommy is a Cancer. Yeah, shoot first, ask questions later. So this is the type of woman, though, that if you can learn to interact with, which is going to take a very strong individual to do, very patient, which Cancer rules over patience, by the way. This person, this woman comes with a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of understanding emotionally, a lot of understanding physically, a lot of understanding spiritually, mentally. Because this is the type of person, to change and move like a crab. Walk forward, diagonal, sideways, like the crab. Snappy, right? Like a crab. Easily angered or easily fussed in certain situations. Not to say that the Cancer crab woman is weak. You can't be weak being more dangerous than Scorpio. Cancer is the most dangerous, then Scorpio is number 2, and then Sagittarius is number 3. And in the video, I'm going to try my endeavor best to put up the FBI files and what it is that they say so that you can actually get the empirical evidence right to this type of stuff. But with that being said, not only how sensitive this woman is the reason why it is that you should respect her, but also the fact that she brings a lot of gems to the table, especially if she's a Cancer crab that prides herself on being very well versed, very well astute, and very well useful to herself and the people around her. Because this is the type of woman that brings, or can bring, a lot to the table. Capricorn represents the pearl. The Cancer represents the oyster that brought forth the pearl. You understand what I'm saying? And see, Scorpio is the higher octave of Cancer. Cancer is the lower octave of Scorpio. See, Scorpio deals, and this is important, Scorpio deals with destruction, deals with death, deals with power, deals with money, deals with sex. Cancer deals with those things too. But Cancer also knows Cancer has another side, which is domestic, i.e. the home, the country, the family, the tribe, right? Which is where we get tribalism from. Tribalism and feudalism are two different things. A lot of people think tribalism is savagery, right? No, that's not, no. Because tribalism is representing the people that are in your bloodline, your family, the people who you consider your family, right? Could be even close friends, people who you grew up with, your clan, right? And even that clan, I don't want to say clan because clan is a slightly different perspective. But feudalism is something different. That's why it is I said tribalism and feudalism are different. Tribalism is the representative of the pride that comes with your neighborhood, your family, right? The things that are close to you. Feudalism is when two or more people are going back and forth, right? Back and forth, beefing with each other, right? Like bang, bang, back and forth, right? That's what feudalism is. You hear about feudal Japan, right? You hear about in feudal Japan, all of these Japanese warlords that represents a family, a tribe going back and forth and fighting each other. That's all Cancer crabs. Who's gonna be the one to grasp power next? That's all Cancer crabs. You see what I'm saying? So in order for you to understand this woman, I said this before and I'm gonna say it again, this woman needs the basics of life. Food, water, shelter. If you're gonna hang out with this woman, you need to be on your way or established to having those basic instincts met, which is not really necessarily hard to do, specifically if you have a plan and things seem to be going well for you. That's not a very difficult thing to do. You know, that's the thing that Cancers and Taurus have in common. But it's with Scorpio where you have to have an extravagant, absorbent amount, right? That desire, right? But with Cancer, Cancer just needs the basics. Now, of course, especially if Cancer has a plan and something is working for them, with the Cancer, and particularly the Cancer woman or the Cancer man, the Cancer woman is the ultimate businesswoman, along with Capricorn, because remember, Capricorn and Cancer are opposite zodiac signs. So she's the ultimate businesswoman. See, there's many Cancer crabs, men and women, who are rich, who have absorbent amount of money. Margot Robbie, Mike Tyson, Bill Cosby. I know there's a bunch, actually. Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Some of the Scorpios that have an absorbent amount of money. Bill Gates. Hillary Clinton. Scorpios that have an absorbent. So water signs get and earth signs get an absorbent amount of money. With the Cancer crab woman, she wants the basics of life, which is the small things, but she ends up getting an absorbent amount of money. Because, especially if she's business orientated, which she is, but she has two modalities with that. If she's business orientated, she will achieve. But if she is ambitious, if she is, she will achieve if she's ambitious. If she is I ain't gonna say scared, right? But if she's worrisome about having finances, she'll achieve finances even more than being ambitious. Because remember, Cancer deals with the crabs, and more specifically, the hermit crab. Thus, the whole Virgo Cancer connection kind of thing, you know. The crab that retreats into its shell. That's hard and rugged and rigid, jagged. So this is the type of woman that achieves anything that she wants, whether she is ambitious or whether she is worrisome. The person who's going to be with this woman has to understand that she comes with BS. She is here to protect herself. The water signs are Scorpio and Cancer, not necessarily so much Pisces. Pisces can be that, but not to the extent. Scorpio and Cancer are about self-preservation. And the person who's going to be with that has to understand, more than likely, if it's you or her on the line, she is not going to put her hand off the cliff to try to save you. And you need to learn to deal with that. And you need to learn to accept that for what it is. And you need to learn to pull yourself up, as opposed to waiting for her to you know what I mean, to extend you a hand as you're hanging off the cliff or whatnot. She's not going to do that, especially if she thinks she's in danger. If a Cancer woman really does that, there had to have been something about herself that got moved in order for her to actually put herself out there like that. As case in point, in the show Flash on the CW, right? The person who plays Flash is Capricorn. Flash's wife on the show is Cancer. And in one of the seasons, Flash's wife had jumped off a building to save him with no parachute. So that's the kind of bravery, if moved, the Cancer woman will do. But she has to love you quite a bit for that. How to understand the Cancer woman.